Welcome back to my channel, Lotusthesage. I am Lotus. Grateful that you're here. So today we have another pick a deck or pick a card, and today's reading is going to be the relationship right now. So this is not looking at you in particular, this is looking at the dynamics and the interplay between the two of you. So whoever this person is on your mind, that's what we're going to look into. So for your first selection, we have this card. Pile 2. Pile 3. Take a second. Okay, my collective, I'll see what your choice. Welcome my card 1, my pile 1. We're going to put your card over here and we'll look at that at the end. Maybe we could put it like this. Okay. So we're going to get 7 cards. A little too quick for me. 7 cards first, and then I will let you know which each position is going to represent. Okay, my collective of pile 1, what I'm getting first is your position 1 represents the energy between the two of you, and that's the 4 of Pentacles. So it is making me feel like you both are holding on tightly to this relationship, possibly too tightly or maybe a little too rigid with it. But there is a deep, I guess, care for it is what I really do feel. Your position number 2 is your communication. So you have the Emperor, and the communication represented as the Emperor for me feels very steady. Can be a little cold is what I'm getting though. A little straightforward. Maybe not as expressive, but it's clear. It's clear. Diplomatic it feels like. Your strength is the Ace of Wands, and that's having passion for each other, passion for the dynamics. But there's an interesting feeling that I'm getting that it's not really being expressed, but it's underlying. It's what you both are holding on to is what I'm getting at. Or what I'm feeling, I should say. The 4th position here, being the 9 of Cups, is representing your weakness as a relationship. So again, about the 9 of Cups representing a wish being fulfilled in the upright, being in the reversal, it is making me feel like something is not getting fulfilled or satisfied, and that might be what's being held onto tightly, meaning the lack of expression that I'm feeling, but there's a deep desire for one another, but somehow not, both of you guys not really believing it somehow, and that might just be personal fears. The reality of your situation, which is this, is the 4 of Cups. It's not seeing something that's in front of you. Again, this makes sense why the weakness being the 9 of Cups. Not seeing an opportunity or the offer being given. And also, there is an opportunity for this to change. So it's a matter of, I suppose, letting go of the grip and just being more open, being more communicative, being more expressive. The passion, however, is the 2 of Cups, which is a mutual appreciation and attraction, a wanting to be together. But there's something that you guys are contending with that is not being expressed. There is a fear, a worry, a self-sabotage, a doubt, something along those lines. And the key to the future here is the 2 of Pentacles, is making that decision on how to move this forward. And that's also why this Ace of Swords is in the reverse, because the decision hasn't been made. There isn't really clarity on what to do to keep this moving, or to get this in a place where you both are really trusting the dynamic and not doubting that one will leave the other, or this is too good to be true, or I have to hold on so tightly because it's going to leave. There is a fear of that. Yeah, the fear that something's going to come in and interrupt it. Okay, so let's see what to do with that information then. We're just going to take 3 of my deck, the answer you seek. The answers you seek. Keep it a surprise. Okay. It says, in the winter. So what I'm actually getting, it feels like the relationship right now is in a part of like a winter season. It's sort of cold, like I was talking about, a little too stoic, a little too diplomatic and reserved and straight to the point. No emotion behind it. Then we have, it's in the music. Maybe that's what they're giving you, like an advice on how to be more expressive, if it's from you or from the person or your partner. You know, maybe there's certain songs that you can give to being like, this is kind of what I feel for you. Or I remember doing this when I was younger, you know, like sending songs to somebody being like, I don't know how else to express this. This might be a little bit much, but this is kind of the feeling you give, you know, and this is the song. Maybe there's something about that can help with this communication style, that it still can sort of be discreet if there is still some reserve or fear or doubt about expressing that feeling. Look at that. Why are you holding on so tightly? Exactly, for that Four of Pentacles. What are you afraid of? That's what Spirit wants you to think about, you know? You're not going to lose this. Just allow the expression of this beautiful connection to be released. Speak. Okay, your final guidance. You have blue obsidian. It says expansive, divination, astral travel. Cool to the core, blue obsidian is created from natural volcanic glass that has the ability to expand one natural's talents. Astral travel and envisioning dreams are protected and safe when you are using this crystal. A powerful divination stone, blue obsidian enhances psychic abilities and uncovers natural talents for the unknown. It clears away mental clutter and makes way for clear channeling of intuitive messages, allowing you to focus on one message at a time. A natural healer, blue obsidian promotes circulation for your body and opens the aura to receive. And that's what you need to receive. To just open up, to listen to your intuitive promptings and how you feel and express that to your person or vice versa. Okay, my beautiful collective of Pile 1. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if it was. Please leave it a like if it helped in any way. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time. Ciao. Welcome my selection 2, or my card 2. We're going to shuffle your cards and then lay them out, and then I will let you know which each position represents. Okay, my collective Pile 2, what I'm getting is the dynamic between the two of you feels like it is coming out of conflict, but it does feel like this is sort of a pattern with you two. Or with you guys. You know, it feels you guys are well matched, in other words. So this first position here talks about the overall energy of your dynamic with your person, and it's the Seven of Swords in the reverse. And I'm getting you, like I said, coming out of deceit or manipulation or strategies, you know, to sort of manipulate or to mind games, in other words. And this here being your communication, and it's like, there's always like, do I trust my heart or do I trust what I'm thinking or what I know what's happening? You know, you're both, like I said, both well matched. And this third position over here talks about your strengths, which is that Knight of Swords. It's like you guys are both a little hasty when it comes to your chat back or your verbal assaults, you know, like you guys are really witty, really cutting, and you know how to like poke your partners. You both can trigger each other very, very quickly. And the weakness here being justice is it takes a long time, if at all, that you guys come to like a real, well, you do come to a real agreement or a balancing out or like a truce even, you know. It takes a while because you guys are both very strong-willed, strong-minded. So that weakness is in how you try to get to that balance of sort of picking your battles, losing some of the hold on the righteousness or wanting to be right or to prove a point, or again, a lot of mind games. The reality of your relationship right now is the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's something that's losing its passion is what I'm feeling for this. From this, excuse me. It feels like arguments over like fun, like you're losing some of the fun or the excitement that used to happen, or when you guys first got together, or in the beginning of something, because the passion of your relationship is the Three of Cups in reverse. It feels like either there was too mmany people involved, or you're only like you might have got together during parties, or you guys only like, I don't know, there is that type of dynamic where, you know, it's only around people where you guys are comfortable enough and loose enough because you're inebriated enough to just let loose, you know. But there's something about it working better when you're alone or when you guys are together. That's how the relationship blossoms. When people when people interfere is when all of these mind games and manipulation starts to happen. And the key to the future of this is the sun. So it's like bringing in the light to this, you know, recognizing both of your roles in the arguments or in the mind games, you know, the reason behind why you choose to play it out that way. So there is light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, but you guys can't be afraid to take that leap to be the one who does it first, who surrenders, you know, who doesn't need to win, who doesn't need to be right. Yeah, to let go of the hold. Okay, so what do we do with that information? Knowing that now. Take a step. Which way? It's your choice. That's right. You know, take a step towards this. Either you surrender, take a step back, and let it be, so that there's less argument, less conflict, less heartache, I should say. Look at that. Release to find. Absolutely. Release the hold. Like we talked about, let go. And then what do you see? And that's about, like we talked about, reviewing, seeing how you both play the role in making each other react this way. And it's all because of love and jealousy, to be honest, you know, and we're trying to get rid of that jealousy aspect and bring in more trust. Okay, your closing guidance from the crystal card you picked, citrine. Creativity, happiness, manifestation. A powerful and energizing stone. Citrine derives its warmth from the rays of the sun and shines positivity wherever it's needed, like vitamin C for the soul. Citrine works its magic on both physical and emotional levels, transmuting negativity into light-filled vibes and positivity. A great stone for enhancing one's prosperity as well. Citrine magnifies your creativity to inspire manifestation, known as the light maker. It encourages fresh beginnings, new ideas, and living life to the fullest. Accept the abundance that is coming your way. Signs: Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, and the Sun. So my beautiful collective of pile 2, that's what's happening, the energies between the two of you. This is what's going on. This is the reason why it plays out the way it does. So allow yourself to take a step back and then take a step towards whichever direction feels the most fitting for the betterment of both of you. Sending you so much love. Until next time, I hope this was helpful. Please leave a like if it was in any way. Until next time, ciao. Welcome my pile 3, my selection 3. So we're going to shuffle your cards and then we'll lay them out, and then I will let you know which each position represents. Okay, my collective of pile 3, the energy that I'm getting overall between the two of you, it feels very calm, very peaceful. It feels like you guys know how to move away from disagreements or arguments fairly quickly and move through it. But there is a feeling of certain actual, I guess, feelings for one another that hasn't fully been expressed, or is somewhat hesitant because of the degree of how much somebody feels for the other, if it's not both of you, because it really does feel like it's both of you. So in our first position here, which is representing the overall energy of your dynamic, we have meditation, which is the Hanged Man in this deck. So again, making me feel very calm, at peace, new perspective, something sort of like, it feels almost unexpected of how well it's going or how easy it feels. It feels like you guys may spend a lot of time apart, not necessarily like for any other reason besides work or just life or just free spirits, and it just works that way. Your communication being the Six of Swords. Somebody may walk away from arguments a little sooner than needed or necessary, but it does feel like you guys find a way to sort of come back to harmony, but that's sometimes because somebody withholds, like they don't speak the whole truth, or they just sort of just, for lack of a better word, like cop out because it's not worth the fight or the time, because maybe you guys don't spend as much time together. There's something about that. Your Strength being the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. It's making me feel again like very free-spirited, self-sufficient, sort of like separate lives but together, but still really supportive of one another in some way. It's a very interesting dynamic here. And your weakness is a the weakness is a High Priestess. And they just blocked off my throat chakra as I said that. It's like secrets. It's like things not being expressed. Maybe keeping things in for too long, or not really saying how much, you know, being away bothers you, or this thing, or like expressing. Whoever is withholding, that expression needs to be revealed, needs to be said. The dynamic of the reality of your relationship is the Witch, which is the Magician in the normal traditional tarot. And the reality is that you can create whatever it is that you want, but there can be some sort of trying to overly control the scenario or situations just to keep the peace, or just to keep it as it is, keeping it peaceful, keeping it steady, keeping it easy, when life is not that way, you know? The passion here is the Sun. Like, I feel like you both feel that deep want for each other, but it's not being expressed, or it hasn't been realized, or nobody really has fully said how they actually feel and where they want to go with this. So the key to the future of this is the Four of Cups in the reverse, which is to get rid of the sort of the boredom or the discontent, you know, is to get rid of the waiting for the opportunity to come to you and creating the opportunity. I would say it's for you, because since you're the one who's watching the reading, like, create that opportunity for there to be this Ten of Cups in the upright, because it's something that's wanted, you know? That Eight of Cups, you don't want this to walk away from. You want that chance, that Wheel of Fortune, you know? That's what you would prefer. You don't want this to end, is what I'm getting. So speak up, speak how you feel. Okay, with that being said, what should you do with that information? Okay. We have take a time out. This is this meditation again. Think about it. Think about how to speak, how to communicate what it is that you're actually feeling. Your dreams are within reach. A wish is granted, and that's what that Magician is making me feel like. It's like you can make this anything that you want to, because it's here. It's just a matter of you having the bravery or the courage, both of you, one of you, to say it. 1 year. Maybe 1 year there'll be a really big difference. I heard a real deepening of your connection. That's what I heard. I don't get engagements, marriage very often, but there is a heavy feeling of a deep long-term commitment. So I'm going to leave it as that. Your guidance to close it off with the crystal card that you picked is Lazulite. Cosmic serenity and peace, yeah. The cosmic forces are at play with Lazulite, bringing serenity, peace, and tranquility to anyone who crosses paths with the stone. Lazulite comes from the Arabic word lazuard, meaning sky or heaven, and referring to the sky blue color of the stone's surface. It stimulates the third eye, drawing out psychic and intuitive abilities and dispelling worry, anxiety, and stress to promote a clear state of mind. Use lazulite when you need extra strength to heal addictive habits and to give yourself that inner peace against personal demons. Gemini, Sagittarius, and Jupiter. Yeah, and I feel like it's the personal demons in particular that this is referencing. It's that fear of being left out or being being abandoned or walked away from. So my beautiful, gain that courage, take your time out, think about how you want to approach this, because this can be a reality for you if that is what you're seeking. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope this was helpful. If it was in any way, please leave a like. Until next time, this is Lotus. Ciao.